President Sisi and Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim reaffirmed rejection of forced displacement of Palestinians. Egypt develops comprehensive plan to support Palestinians in Gaza, focusing on recovery and reconstruction. Egypt confirms it provides 70% of humanitarian aid to Gaza, dismisses fake claims. You're watching the latest updates from Egypt on Qnews. Let's move to the latest developments. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim have reaffirmed their rejection of any forced displacement of Palestinians, warning that such actions threaten to erase the Palestinian cause. In a phone call, they emphasized the need to intensify international efforts to establish a Palestinian state based on the 1967 borders, with East Jerusalem as its capital. The leaders also discussed delivering aid to Gaza and Egypt's mediation efforts with Qatar and the United States to uphold the ceasefire. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has underscored the deep historical and political ties between Egypt and Zambia, expressing his desire to elevate economic relations to match the strong diplomatic bonds. During his meeting with Zambian President Hakainde Hichilema, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to strengthening economic diplomacy with African nations. As part of this effort, Egypt has introduced a mechanism to guarantee exports and investments across the continent, aiming to encourage Egyptian small and medium-sized enterprises to expand into African markets. Egypt is developing a comprehensive plan to support Palestinians in Gaza, focusing on early recovery, rubble removal, and reconstruction while ensuring they can remain on the land. In a meeting with French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris, Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi outlined Egypt's vision, which Macron praised. The French President reaffirmed his support for keeping Palestinians in their homeland and for Egypt's efforts to maintain regional stability. Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has confirmed the country's intention to present a comprehensive plan for early recovery and reconstruction in Gaza, ensuring that Palestinians remain on the land. During his meeting with European Council President Antonio Costa, Abdel Ati welcomed the European financial package provided to Egypt and expressed hope for the prompt approval of the second tranche worth €4 billion. Costa, in turn, praised Egypt's pivotal role in achieving the Gaza ceasefire agreement and supporting security and stability in the Middle East. Egypt's Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulhadi and German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock have discussed regional developments. On the sidelines of the ministerial meeting on Syria in Paris, Abdulhadi highlighted Egypt's efforts to facilitate the delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza. He stressed the importance of initiating early recovery and reconstruction while ensuring that Palestinians remain on their land without forced displacement. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has arrived in Germany to attend the 61st Munich Security Conference, which runs from February 14th till 16th. During the conference, the foreign minister is set to hold a series of bilateral meetings with foreign ministers and senior officials to discuss regional and international developments as well as key global challenges. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulhadi has highlighted Egypt's active role in regional and international efforts to support Sudan, including initiatives to facilitate its reinstatement in the African Union. During a meeting with his Sudanese counterpart Ali Yusuf Al-Sharif, Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to supporting Sudan and its national institutions. He also emphasized Egypt's ongoing efforts to uphold Sudan's sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has confirmed that Egypt's provided nearly 70% of total aid sent to Gaza. During his meeting with the President of the International Committee of the Red Cross, Abdulhadi highlighted Egypt's efforts in welcoming a large number of Sudanese refugees, providing them with comprehensive support and care, alongside the millions of Sudanese already residing in Egypt. He also discussed Egypt's stance on developments in Syria, emphasizing the need for an inclusive Syrian-led political process that does not exclude any party. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has emphasized the importance of starting the early recovery and reconstruction process in Gaza. During his meeting with his Spanish counterpart on the sidelines of the Munich Security Conference, Abdulhadi reaffirmed Egypt's commitment to fully implementing the Gaza ceasefire agreement across these three phases. He also outlined Egypt's plan to present a comprehensive reconstruction strategy for Gaza, emphasizing the Palestinian people's right to remain on their land. An Egyptian source has confirmed that Egypt provides 70% of the humanitarian aid entering Gaza without charging any fees, dismissing claims to the contrary. The official stressed that Egypt has always been a strong supporter of the Palestinian cause, taking on significant burdens to ensure aid reaches Gaza despite the challenging conditions. Egypt has further called on the international community to step up support for Palestinians and help them overcome the worsening humanitarian disaster. The source reaffirmed that Egypt remains committed to both political efforts and the on-the-ground humanitarian aid, standing firm in defending Palestinian rights and easing their suffering. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has emphasized to his Polish counterpart the importance of advancing the arrangements for the joint Egyptian-Polish Business Council in Warsaw. During the meeting on the sidelines of the Munich Security Conference, Abdulhadi highlighted Egypt's commitment to holding political consultations between the two sides and stressed the significance of Poland supporting Egypt's priorities within the European Union. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdulhadi has discussed the activities of the United Nations Center for Combating Cybercrime with Reda Wali, Executive Director of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. During the meeting, Abdulhadi reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to supporting the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Egypt in addressing any challenges it may face in its work. Foreign Minister Badr Abdulhadi has expressed Egypt's hope for the swift approval of the second tranche of the European financial package worth €4 billion. During his meeting with his Danish counterpart on the sidelines of the Munich Security Conference, Abdulhadi emphasized the importance of bilateral coordination in international forums, particularly in light of Denmark's non-permanent membership in the UN Security Council, which began in January, and its upcoming rotating presidency of the European Union in July. Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources Karim Badawi has announced that Egypt's energy sector is developing a comprehensive national program to enhance energy efficiency. Speaking on the sidelines of the World Government Summit in the United Arab Emirates, the minister reaffirmed the sector's commitment to advancing energy efficiency and conservation projects. He underscored that these initiatives are integral to the Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources strategy, playing a pivotal role in shaping Egypt's optimal energy mix. The Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation has announced the successful completion of the second phase of the rehabilitation of Itfawar project on the Rosetta branch of the Nile River. According to the ministry statement, Itfawar comprises 46 gates, each measuring 8 meters in width. Above the gates, a 9-meter wide road spans the structure. The weir also features a secondary lock, which is 12 meters wide and 80 meters long. Minister of Civil Aviation Sama Hifni has discussed with a delegation from the King's College Hospital the possibility of establishing a fully integrated medical complex affiliated with the ministry located within the investment zone at Cairo International Airport. Both parties agreed to prepare a detailed feasibility study for the project in preparation for organizing a comprehensive meeting with representatives from King's College Hospital to sign a memorandum of understanding which is currently being drafted. Portuguese coach José Peseiro, along with his coaching staff, arrived at Zamalek's headquarters in preparation for leading the team's first training session. Zamalek is set to officially announce the signing of José Peseiro and extend thanks to Christian Gross and his staff before the Portuguese coach takes over the team's collective training. The official Al Ahly page has celebrated arriving in Luxor just hours before the celebration of the original FIFA Club World Cup trophy, which will take place this evening in Luxor. Al Ahly is hosting a celebration tonight to welcome the original FIFA Club World Cup trophy alongside unveiling details of the club's new stadium project at Hatshepsut Temple in the Valley of the Kings in Luxor. The Zamalek Board of Directors has approved formation of the Football Planning Committee and assigned the committee with all matters related to the football sector. The composition of the Zamalek Planning Committee is as follows: Hussein Labib as the committee head, with Hazim Imam, Ahmed Hussam Mido and Amr El Ganaini as members. Egyptian Meteorological Authority expects a slight and gradual increase in temperatures across most areas tomorrow, with values ranging from 2 to 3 degrees. Morning fog is expected on some agricultural and main roads, as well as those near bodies of water leading to and from Greater Cairo, the Nile Delta, northern coasts, canal cities, central Sinai, and canal cities. That brings us to the end of our news bulletin. Here is what we've been covering. President Sisi and Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim reaffirmed rejection of forced displacement of Palestinians. Egypt develops comprehensive plan to support Palestinians in Gaza, focusing on recovery and reconstruction. And Egypt confirms it provides 70% of humanitarian aid to Gaza, dismisses fee claims. Well, that's all for now. Remember to stay updated by following Qnews for the latest developments. Many thanks for watching.